Good morning. Welcome back. Happy Friday. It is 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and time for 10 a.m. tea with Natalie. I hope that your week is wrapping up wonderfully and everything that you wanted to get accomplished is finished. If not, maybe get to it this weekend. I'm checking back in to continue our conversation about Buddhism and its influence on Chinese medicine. And yesterday we kind of talked about how the monks were really important towards kind of spreading their medicine and spreading their word together hand in hand, and they set up hospitals and kind of use that to get new followers and new people kind of on board. They also started with kind of elements in the human body. They said that earth is all that is solid, and it involves hair and nails and teeth and flesh and skin and organs. So it's kind of like all the substances of the body would be considered earth element. They had a water element, which was talking about the fluids, the sweat, the mucus, the breast milk, the saliva, the blood, urine, all the kind of juicy things in the body. There was a fire element that was related to digestion and all things related to the digestive tract. And wind was related to motion. So the limbs moving and air going in and out with breathing was all related to the wind. And so monks considered illness related to these elements. They also had really interesting treatments for it. And so if a monk got a grave illness, it was either related to wind, heat, or cold. And if it was related to wind, they treated it with hemp oil. If it was related to heat, they treated it with butter. And if it was related to cold, they treated it with honey. How interesting, right? And so grave illnesses affected the physical body. They also considered 3 afflictions, which were more emotional sort of states that contributed to disease that included desire, anger, and ignorance. Ignorance is the cause of disease. I fucking love that. Because isn't it so true in life that we think that we're doing all the best things and it turns out that we're not? And, there's that saying, the physician who treats himself as a fool for a patient. You really can't be your own doctor because you are too ignorant to your own stuff. And where you think things are going in the big picture kind of may not be the same place. So it's just kind of interesting. Ignorance is the cause of disease. The Buddhists also had a lot of influence on the martial arts, especially the Shaolin. And there was a lot also of influence from Europe, Egypt, Somalia, Arabia, and Persia as a consequence of the Silk Road, which was the trade route that was going on at that time, where China it went kind of from the eastern side of China kind of all the way across to Europe there. And so this travel brought a lot of different cultural aspects into the Chinese piece as well. So from India, they were importing rhino horns and serpent pearls. The Chinese were exporting their silk and porcelain. China, right? Chinese porcelain, China. That's why I find China. It's kind of interesting. Good morning, Lucas. Thanks for checking in today. And in India, they taught the Chinese how to make sugar. So there was a lot of kind of communication back and forth there. And from Europe and Egypt and Arabia, they imported horses and grapes and dogs and camels, slaves, probably not the best thing, weapons, glass, honey, and fruit. What's also interesting is that Marco Polo was actually traveled the Silk Road 1,000 years after it started, which is kind of interesting. So I hope that you found that to be informative. The Buddhist culture was massively influencing on Chinese medicine in regards to the herbal piece, in regards to trade, in regards to their approach to disease, and that has shaped how we use acupuncture today. So moving forward next week, we're going to continue to talk about the history of acupuncture and how it works. I think we're going to get a little bit into the yin-yang theory and the concept of qi and body energy and what the fuck your acupuncturist is actually doing when they are treating you and what they're kind of addressing when they are looking at diseases and treatment there. So hopefully you found this to be interesting. Make sure you check back Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, here on Facebook Live, spreading the word about acupuncture and all things health and wellness. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them below. You can even interact with the video post live. I'm happy to get back to you with anything that you would find helpful and informative. Take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. Take some vitamins. Have a glass of water. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.